Hello everyone, nice to meet you online. It's my great honor to present our empirical study on repeated revisions to pull requests. Nowadays, pull requests has been the primary method for open source software developers to collaborate. However, it's often challenging to continuously evaluate and revise pull requests in several iterations of code reviews involving technical and social aspects. To identify best practices for effective collaboration in continuous PR improvement and uncover problems and deserve special attention to improve collaboration efficiency and productivity. We conducted an empirical study by answering 4 research questions about how do reviewers request changes to pull requests. When are submitters more willing to make requested changes? What revisions could have been avoided? Why are repeatedly revised pull requests not merged? In our study, we followed a mixed methods approach. First, we manually examined the review discussion data of 5 long-lived popular GitHub projects to explore the review practices and pull request non-acceptance. Then, we performed developer surveys to validate our manual observation and to investigate developers' revision willingness and avoidable revisions. As for the first research question, we identified 14 code review practices which can be classified into 6 groups. The first group is about explaining the reasoning behind the requested changes, which helps pull request submitters understand the necessity of the requested changes. The second group is about presenting what revisions the submitter should perform by inspecting high-level issues before details and itemizing the requested changes. The third group is about suggesting how the revisions can be performed. For example, to get the revision, reviewers might providing a useful reference like a similar example or relevant guidelines in the project. The fourth group is about assigning the appropriate reviewers to provide more accurate and quick feedback, or inviting other reviewers to double-check the pull request to ensure the pull request quality. The fifth group is about tracking pull request revision progress. For example, reviewers usually use the mentions to pin submitters and remind some of the posted comments. And when reviewers find that some issues remained unaddressed, they reminded the submitter of the missed comments. The last group is about social encouragement from reviewers to relieve submitters' social barriers and motivate them to participate. Reviewers usually propose the change requests courteously and send thanks for pull requests and new revisions. From the perceived importance of the expected code review practices, we can see most practices were considered important by both pull request submitters and reviewers. However, the importance of explaining the revision necessity and tracking the revision progress were undervalued by reviewers, while providing revision suggestions and social encouragement were overvalued. As for the research question regarding submitters' revision willingness, we first explore the submitters' patience in performing pull request revisions. According to submitters' responses, more than half of them were willing to always conduct the requested revisions. However, this is confirmed by only 13 of reviewers and 75 of reviewers said submitters can only perform no more than 5 rounds of revisions. We first investigated in which contexts submitters are more willing to make repeated revisions. Their responses revealed that both macro level contents like a friendly community and macro level contents like helpful feedback can increase submitters' willingness to provide repeated revisions to their progress. We also studied submitters' opinions on the priority of requesting different types of changes. Obviously, creative changes were expected to be requested early, some perfective changes and other types of changes. As for the third research question, we found 11 avoidable revisions which can be classified into 4 groups. The first group is about troubles with review feedback. For example, a pull request might be misunderstood by reviewers, leading submitters to make invalid revisions. The second group is about problems with review policy. For example, minor changes made early might be made in vain, if reviewers are afterward asked for not modifications due to high-level issues. The third group is about pre-submission issues. For example, a reviewer said that some revisions could have been avoided if the submitter had strictly followed the project conventions. The last group is about issues of new revisions. For example, some revisions were made to fix a previous incomplete revision, or a new revision may lead to new issues. As for the fourth risk question, when comparing the frequency of non-acceptance reasons between manual examination and developers' perceptions, we found that while several participants confirmed the prevalence of abandoned and ignored, progress submitters and reviewers expressed opposite opinions on which reason was more popular. Based on the research results, we propose actionable suggestions for open source developers and tool builders, like confirming before acting and providing a review checklist. That's all. Thank you.